tallest point in Utah, Kings Peak. Monday morning, 5:45. We're on the road, going to do just under 9-ish miles, 2-mile warm-up, 10 by quarter mile on, quarter mile off, then about a 2-mile cool down. All right, we're just finishing up. Quick lift. Just did bench press. I do full body twice a week, and I like being able to lift a lot of weight, and I'm not very good at the bench press. So I've just decided to do like a dedicated bench press section where I do kind of like 3 heavy sets followed by 4 to 5 sets of 10 at a low weight, and just do that. It takes like 20-30 minutes, and then I'd go ahead and I do my run. So I do that on a Tuesday because it's really not gonna tire me out that much, and then I'm gonna get on the treadmill right now and on a run. So normally I do about 9 or 10 miles today, but since I'm doing Kings Peak on Saturday, which is gonna be like frankly, like a 7-8 hour adventure, and it's like 24-25 miles, I just wanna make sure that I show up healthy and leave that healthy. So I think I'm gonna do about 5 or 6 and then call it good, then get to work. Wednesday morning, it's basically 8 o'clock, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like crap. But it has nothing to do with my running actually, and I've actually gotten a decent amount of sleep this week. I've been trying to really prioritize sleep, force myself to go to bed, you know, take some melatonin, something to kind of like get me tired. I've struggled with sleep pretty much my whole life. At some points of my life, I've had actual prescriptions for insomnia, and they're usually anxiety. It's all anxiety induced. And so at times of like high stress in my life, then I end up struggling even more. And so that's where, like, just passed a cop. I'll make sure I'm proper. But yeah, at times of high stress in my life, my sleep quality also kind of tanks. And it just physically, like, I start to get like physical symptoms and feel it physically. I don't think it's a coincidence that I've, like, my beard has started to go gray over the last like year and a half, where I was unemployed for nearly 6 months. And then my current job is just pretty stressful. It's very flexible, so like there's pros and cons. It's very flexible, but I'm the head of sales at a tech company, and we're not doing great. $5:45, about to go for a run, doing like a ladder workout, and I really don't want to, because it's cold outside, and it's not that cold, but it's the coldest morning we've had so far. I'm really tired, but I'm running out of time. So I've already done my wall staring. Let's do it. All right. We got a 2.5 mile, like, easy warm up, or we're on our warm up. And normally for these quality workouts, I like to do more of a dynamic warm up. and then the warm-up jog, but I can see my breath this morning, so I just wanted to get moving. 4:30 a.m. We are picking up our friend who we were supposed to meet at a park and drive because he did not answer his phone, and we know he's sleeping because his car's still here, so he should be asleep. Nathan, where are you?
On this hallway?
Upstairs?
No.
Oh, he's calling me. Wait, downstairs? All right, here we go. Like I said, it's like 20 degrees colder than all of our website said. So we're just getting moving, get the legs going. We're at like 9,000 feet. It's actually not that cold. It's just more so a concern of what it's gonna be when we get up there. So. All right, we are about 3.5 miles in, so we're over 1/10 of the way. But really nice trail right now. It's just pretty groomed, pretty chill. Like there's rocks, but whatever. But we're just trying to keep, we're kind of doing like the run walk, like conserving energy, but still trying to keep a good pace. We're aiming for around a sub 8-hour round trip, which it's, 25-ish miles, 4,000 feet of gain. Yeah, we want to try and get the marathon, so we may walk around the parking lot for a bit. But the harder part is just that we started the hike at what, like 9,000? Yeah, around 9,000 feet. What? 87? Around 87 feet. So the altitude is a killer. So even at this walk jog, my heart rate is not super elevated, but it is pushing 140 right now. And once we start moving at all, like in the jog sections, easily in the 150s, kind of higher 150s even. So that's it right there. And I was just saying, this is probably the first time that I have looked up at a summit and thought, holy hell, that is very tall, very far, and we've got a long ways to go. So if that doesn't tell you about this trail, I don't know what does. Now, the summiting part is difficult. It is gonna be a scramble, but it's nothing that like we're uncomfortable with. I think, again, just the hard part is there's like a 9-10 mile buy-in pretty much to this trail, right? To this summit. So you can't just drive up to the base of the mountain like most of the mountains here. You gotta run or hike or walk or whatever, 20 total miles of it. So buy in and cash out. Let's go. Sometimes on these adventures, when you guys see me in the camera, but nothing else, you don't know that we've got Derek filming. Derek's I fail to see the appeal. This is ugly. And we're like 8.5 miles in, like 1,700 feet of vertical gain. We haven't even started. It's gonna get weird. There it is, King's Peak right there. And we're gonna go basically around here. And we're gonna start going up.
We're officially on the way up. We are on the rocky terrain, and we've got kind of little rocks, but a honestly runnable, walkable trail. But pretty soon the trail will turn into what you see here, which is kind of just boulder fields. At that point, you're on all fours, just trying to pick your line and get up. So, but just shy of 10 miles in, so we've got the warm up out of the way. We're gonna fly up another 2,000 feet here in about 2 to 3-ish miles. And then we'll be at the top. Then we gotta go back 4,000 feet down and like almost 13 miles down. Just another Saturday. Right here, if I'm
all the chimneys.
over here.
So there's this climb, then there's a drop off.
Yeah.
Then there's chimneys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
People are standing on the last one.
Okay, so we're going right here. Final climb. It's all boulders, all rocky, hard to breathe. We are probably close to 13,000 feet already. And just taking our time, making our way.
Making my way down.
We are probably about like basically at 13,500. The air is thin, hard to breathe. It's beautiful though. Look at what we just climbed over. You can't really see it, but it's just been these big boulders this whole time for like the last mile and a half. And it's just exhausting. Because you can't breathe, but each step is this big, like big step up. Still breathing. Breathing. Like I said, sub 230, man. It's just brutal.
Yeah, stay for the ground.
Sub 230. Just watch us run over the fall show and get halfway down and be like, man, that was such a quick 4 hours.
Tallest point in Utah. Kings Peak. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, been up here for only about 5 minutes. And it has started snowing and dropped like 10 degrees instantly. So we're just gonna start heading down and try and make sure that we get to a safe area and on our way down before it starts to rain on us, because we've got potential rain forecasts kind of once we get down a couple thousand feet. Let's do it. Derek and I going down the mountain. We are, would you say we're officially off the saddle?
Oh yeah. I think the saddle's back there.
Back there? Yeah, so yeah, that turn off point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So we're off the saddle. We're not into kind of that buy-in zone yet. We're 14 miles in. So we're what, like 3 miles until that? 2 miles?
2 miles.
Around 2 miles until we get to kind of not groomed, but more runnable stuff. And you could run what we're on, but I'm tired. But you can see, I think, some of the snow coming down. So we got up there and it blew in, so I didn't get a ton of footage because it was kind of like get your pictures and get off the mountain, because we didn't know how hard it was going to come down. We think we'll probably hit some light rain, but hopefully it's in the last few miles and we can strip down together and just cuddle for warmth in the end. So we'll see how that goes. The weather is starting to turn for the worse. We've got kind of just a fog over us. We're kind of just in a cloud, frankly, and it is snowing. So we're not lost. We're headed in the right overall direction, but we are definitely kind of veering off paths and just kind of headed generally towards where we believe we're supposed to go. Which for a lot of these mountain summits, that's just how it goes. That's just how it is. Whoa, almost rolled an ankle. But overall, we're getting close. We're almost 15 miles. We're probably a mile and a half-ish from where we can get to that flat ground and just kind of start to run. And about 7 miles from a really nice water source. So I've got probably enough to make it there, and then I will probably have to refill with my filter. So see how it goes. All right. Been out here for 7 hours. That was mile 17 right there. We are probably gonna get back sub 9 hours total. Maybe 8.5-ish, but I'm tired. The altitude got to me more than I thought it would. 13,500. Woo. We can't remember, but we believe we just passed the 5 mile point, which was a bridge where we got water last time. I think I'm good on water actually. I was gonna potentially refill. I've got, went with 2.5 liters. If I had to guess, maybe got a half liter left, which for 5 miles will be fine. We've been doing a walk run, keeping kind of between like a 12 to 14 minute miles for these last little bits. But the altitude change is no joke. It just kind of wears on you. Woo. So, but over 20 miles in, 7:40, about 7 hours, 40 minutes. So we'll probably hit, we'll get under 9. Just over 3 miles left. I got my Cheez-Its. I think I'm on the final like 1.5 miles, maybe like 1.4 left or something. Not sure, but we're almost there. Kept about an 11 to 11:30 mile pace, I think, on these final little miles. Just running for, a third, walking for a 10th, just kind of splitting it up. Nice thing is there's been a nice gradual downhill. It just gets choppy at points. And at this point of a run and a hike, your reaction times aren't as good. So just shy of 25.4. We are done. That was Kings Peak. Probably do a summary recording tomorrow, but I'm freaking tired, so it is what it is.